Hey people, it is Sunday, July the 28th. The time is 8:36 in the evening. It's currently 25 degrees Celsius. I am just crossing Spadina Avenue here at Nassau Street in Chinatown. And you can see the Spadina buses all lined up here. Streetcar service is not in effect along Spadina until December. And is being replaced by the good old Spadina bus. That has been met with all sorts of problems since that's been implemented. Bus is getting bunched up and stuck in traffic and extending people's travel time by as much as an extra hour compared to the streetcars. So I think they're going to try and rectify that by adding a bus-only lane further south around Front Street, where most of the congestion and bus bunching takes place. So we'll see how that goes. I might take a walk through there after they've put those changes in effect. I thought for this walk, though, I'd just take a nice Sunday evening walk through Chinatown, heading east towards the heart of downtown. We'll pass through Little Tokyo along the way, and eventually towards home. Still quite busy around here. Pedestrian Sundays is just wrapping up in Kensington Market. So I think we're having some people sort of spilling over here into Chinatown as they make their way out of Kensington. I just did a video of Pedestrian Sunday right before beginning this video. I was a bit disappointed to see it wrapping up, even though it's advertised as being on till 10 p.m. tonight. I'd rather avoid walking under this scaffolding. Maybe I can just walk along the edge of the curb here. There's a new mid-rise residential building being constructed here, which I think is good. It's just replacing some very utilitarian two-story commercial buildings. Some businesses were in those buildings, but I'm quite confident that businesses will return to the location once the new building is complete. Maybe not the same businesses as before. It's a Toronto sightseeing bus. Let's hope it doesn't get stuck in bunched up Spadina buses. A bus of a different sort. See, the supermarkets are still open for business, or maybe they're just closing up actually. They seem to have removed all the fruits from the stands here. Still open for now. I wonder if any of the people on the tour bus there have ever watched any of my videos. So it was fun to walk through Chinatown. Must have been a busy day, judging by how jam-packed that garbage bin is. Sundays are often the busiest day of the week in Chinatown. We're at Spadina and Dundas. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just walk a bit further south down Spadina, and then I'll cross and walk back north up the other side of Spadina, back here to Dundas. Just take in more of the bustling street scene.
对。
Looks like this supermarket is closed for the evening. I wonder what treasures are to be found inside the A&A department store.
I love the live music.
We have Sullivan Street up ahead. I'll cross to the other side. Canadiana at its finest. Yeah, it must have been a very busy day in Chinatown. All right, so let's cross here. And we'll start heading back north to Dundas. Chinatown Center Mall. It seems to be closed for the evening. The street vendors are packing up for the night. I came here about an hour earlier. Everything would have still been in full swing. More Canadiana. Walking past Dragon City Mall.
That's not going in my car. There's no way.
And back at Dundas, so I'm gonna head east now along the other main strip here in Chinatown. Still lots of activity around the main intersection. And all sorts of Spadina buses going up and down. Can't help but hum the Spadina bus song. And yes, that's a real thing. Look it up on YouTube. All right. Yeah, we'll make our way from Chinatown to Little Tokyo. place is open until after midnight. A lot of these restaurants are open very late, if not 24 hours.
All right, I'll talk to you after.
Spread on the leaf.
It's downtown. No, Toronto is down there. This is downtown. Like Chinatown and everything.
The 505 Dundas. And looking up Huron Street. Got some more shops and restaurants just for a block or so along Huron.
Oh, okay.
Lucky Charm Moose Village. This is how you know you're about to leave Chinatown if you're heading east. Last major supermarket of the neighborhood. So that was it for Chinatown. Next stop, Little Tokyo. That's the Art Gallery of Ontario. Moments in Modernism. I wonder what's with all the caution tape around the AGO sign there. Is that art? Is that there for a real purpose? Will that sign just tip over onto the sidewalk if that tape wasn't there? Nice old townhomes across the street. Many of them house smaller galleries. Yeah, there's the couch monster. Basically a big elephant-like creature made out of what appears to be repurposed upholstery, including what looks like old easy chairs and parts of couches and many cushions. And this new condo is called Artistry. I guess they named it that in keeping with the neighborhood it's in. It's up to you whether or not it lives up to that name in its design, though. I've seen worse, I guess. The tower portion looks pretty decent, I guess. The podium, though, I think could be improved. I kind of miss the old little building that was on that corner previously. It wasn't much to look at, but it had a lot of character. Too bad they couldn't have preserved just that little corner building. Crossing St. Patrick Street. Keep looking to see if the tower's LED lighting is in full effect, but not quite yet. I've been doing a lot of these evening walks lately just to avoid the excruciatingly hot sunny afternoons. I know that's what summer's all about, but it's not always the most pleasant conditions to go out and walk around in for hours when you're making videos. This is much more pleasant. Speaking of sun, I just realized I still had my sunglasses on. I do that all the time. I'm like a walking Corey Hart song most of the time. And we're at University Avenue. Look at this. This is all finished up here, all the road work they've been doing. Have this new bike and bus lane here. And just plain bike lanes further south. Looks like it's mostly wrapped up on that side, heading north also. This side is still the same though. They didn't really do any of the improvements to the east side of the university. Coming into Little Tokyo now. I don't expect this to be quite as busy as Chinatown. The restaurants here don't stay open as late as those in Chinatown, especially on a Sunday. Looks like a new place is opening here. Or reopen, it says. Cafe and board games. Its honk seemed a bit dramatic.
Okay.
The car did pull out into traffic, but it looked like there was plenty of room and plenty of time for them to make that maneuver, at least from my perspective anyway. Looking at the hours at some of these restaurants, most of them say 9 p.m. so far.
Right? Smell the beef barbecue. Baby, I'm
9 p.m. would be extremely early for the restaurants in Chinatown. As I mentioned, most of them are midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or some of them never close. I think the Denny's up ahead here, though, is open 24 hours. What does Denny's have to do with Little Tokyo? Well, absolutely nothing. It's just here for some reason. As far as I know, it's the only Denny's in downtown Toronto. Yeah, it's not all just Japanese here, obviously. Just like Chinatown is not all Chinese. This guy doesn't understand the concept of a sidewalk. Well, at least he did go onto the street. A nice stretch of restaurants along the north side here. Here's the Denny's. A fair number of people in there from what I could see. That guy seems to think this is a raceway. All right, we're at Bay Street. Financial district looking impressive. Well, that was it for Little Tokyo. There was a Muji store just a bit further east, as well as Uncle Tetsu's here on this corner. Maybe eventually Little Tokyo will extend right down to Yonge Street. We do have the Eaton Center on this side, though. But the next major intersection is Yonge-Dundas. Which is sort of like our Shibuya crossing. So I guess it does have a bit of a Tokyo vibe to it. So here we are. This is a Sunday evening at Yonge-Dundas. So, if anyone ever tries to tell you that Sunday nights are Deadsville in Toronto. Well, now you can show them this video. I think it's busier now than it was when I was here on Friday night. So I hope you enjoyed the walk though. We started in Chinatown on Spadina and we made our way south and then north and then east along Dundas through the rest of Chinatown and continuing on into Little Tokyo and ending here once again at Yonge-Dundas Square. Drawn like a moth to a flame. I guess I'm helpless to it. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the walk and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also make sure you hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.